Hymns herald the Vice President's arrival to the 2019 Armed Forces Remembrance Day service. Hundreds of worshippers joined the dignitaries in celebrating fallen heroes with more praise and worship. The Chief of Defense Staff and Speaker of the House of Representatives took the first and second scripture reading preceding the message of the day.
May the Almighty and merciful God answer our prayers to Him.
Against the backdrop of terrorist attacks in the northeast, His Eminence Cardinal John Onaiho reiterates the obligations of the army and that of the government.
Our soldiers have volunteered to defend the nation, not to attack anyone, less still to oppress anybody. We remember especially those who have died recently in the present ongoing conflict in the Northeast, whether they perished in combat or in ambush, or as a result of alleged inadequate arms. Complaints in this regard are rife, and they should not be silenced or swept under the carpet. Rather, all such complaints ought to be properly investigated.
The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, reminded that Nigeria has in the last few weeks lost over a dozen soldiers and Air Force pilots trying to fend off Boko Haram.
But our gratitude must also mean a commitment to ensuring that their families are cared for, that their children do not ask why the sacrifices they made were made at all. This unity and territorial integrity of the nation for which they died must not be jeopardized by the reckless utterances and actions which play on the religious and ethnic fault lines of our nation.
This service precedes the main event on January 15, where the President and Vice President is expected to lead other government officials to lay wreath in honor of the fallen soldiers.
Well, very clearly it has been agreed here that it is not only time to remember fallen heroes, but it is definitely time to renew commitment towards the welfare of the armed forces and their families to enhance military service in the country. From the Ecumenical Center, Gloria Umezuki, Channels Television News.